Okay, so today we're going to be taking word problems and we're going to write equations from them. We're not going to solve them just yet. So only thing we're focusing on is writing the equation. So number 1, a submarine is submerged at a depth of negative 150 meters. The submarine ascends, means to go down, at a rate of 8 meters per minute. How many minutes will it take ascends means to go up. Descend means to go down. The submarine ascends at the rate of 8 meters per minute. How many minutes will it take for the submarine to reach a depth of negative 46 meters? So the first thing you always want to do is you want to label your variable. So what you're trying to find is minutes. So you're going to label M as minutes. And then your constant, which means that is like where your starting point, your constant, is negative 150, because that's your starting point. Your coefficient is 8, because it goes 8 meters per minute. So the equation would be, I'm going to write this bigger. So I always start with my constant, then plus 8, because since you're ascending, meaning to go up, 8 times m, and it'll equal negative 46. So basically this is saying is negative 150 is your starting point, because that's where it says is at. Then you add 8 meters for every minute you go, and you're trying to figure out how long that'll take until you get to negative 46 meters. So that's that. And we're not going to do a solution this time because we're not solving it. Today we're just focusing on writing them. Next week we'll solve them. Okay, number 2. A carnival costs $8 to enter. $1.25 per ride. And if you paid a total of $28, how many rides do you go on? So your variable is, again, rides, because you don't know how many rides you can go on. Your constant is $8, because that's how much it costs to get into the carnival. Your coefficient is $1.25, because that's how much it is per ride. That per tells you it's your coefficient, because it's like it's being multiplied. So the equation is you start off with your coefficient, your constant, plus your coefficient, and that'll be times R, and that'll equal a total of $28. All right, number 3. A novel has 350 pages, and you read 17 pages per day. How many days will have passed when there are 102 pages left to read? All right, so your variable is going to be D, days, because you're trying to figure out how long will this take in the amount of days. Your constant is 340, because that's how many pages are in your novel. You're going to read 17 pages per day, so that's your coefficient. That's your rate. So pages per day. So your equation is you start off with 340, and then what you're going to do, instead of actually adding the 17, you're going to subtract 17, because what you're doing is you're not trying to add pages to your novel, you're trying to read them. So it means you're taking them away. So it'll be 17 times D equals 102. All right, number 4. A taxi charges a flat fee of $3.50 plus an additional $1.25 per mile. If you owe $12.25, how many miles did you ride in the taxi? Okay, so we're going to use M for miles, because that's what you're trying to find. Your constant's 350. So it costs you $3.50 to basically sit into the taxi. Then it costs you $1.25 to go per mile. So your constant is 350, means it stays the same, plus the $1.25 times M for the number of miles you go equals a total of $12.25. All right, last one. An airplane is soaring at an elevation of 20,000 feet. The plane will descend at a rate of 250 feet per minute. How many minutes will it take the plane to reach an elevation of 500 feet? All right, so again, we're trying to figure out how many minutes. So our variable will be M for minutes. Our constant is 20,000 feet, because that's where their plane is at currently. Our coefficient would be a negative 250 feet because it says descending, means it's going to go down, feet per minute. So your equation is you start off with 20,000 minus 250 feet per minute, so it'd be times m, and you want to get down to 500 feet. All right, that's all we're doing today. The only thing you have to worry about is taking a word problem and writing the equation from it, okay? So the best way to do it, find your variable, find your constant, and find your coefficient. Thank you, guys.